Well, hey, we're the monkeys. How are we all doing? Hope we're all doing really well. Merry Christmas, everyone. This is probably me till the new year. So I hope everyone's doing well. I thought I'd pop in just before Christmas. I was going to do a Christmas Eve live, but I figured everyone's going to have a life. So I just wanted to jump on, have a little bit of fun with you, maybe an hour, because I've got some Christmas shopping to do. About 9:30 with Mrs. Pom to finish off some bits and pieces. But hopefully everyone's all right. How are we doing? Cob Loaf's in chat. Your mum's your dad. Your dad sells Avon. How's that? Andrew, good day to you, mate. Merry Christmas. Matt Gondolfo, how are you? So, I thought we'd just have a nice little kickback stream, just chat some rubbish as we often do. I'm going to give you a bit of a channel update, what we're planning on doing in 2025. And things like that. So just let me know how you're all doing. But firstly, what I wanted to say is thank you for an absolute exceptional year. As I've rounded up the year, you know me, I like me stats and stuff like that. I've checked the data for this year. Absolute sensational. We have taken the actual piss as a team of the views, the subscribers, all that malarkey. It's absolutely phenomenal. So I can't thank you guys and girls enough for that. The support you've shown this year has been absolutely insane. And I can't wait to get into some juicy content for 2025. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So moving forward, there'll be no content for the rest of the week. I'll let you enjoy Christmas. But starting up next week will be the individual team profiles. We're going to do that. We're going to rework the memberships as well. So memberships, we're going to do 2 live streams a month, just members only, which are going to be kicked back and are going to be led by the members. So we'll do members focused shows. Next year as well, we're going to have the return of the team selection panel. We've got a couple of exciting new members to the team selection panel as well for Carlton. As well as the Carlton previews and reviews, we're going to be doing a game of the round, which we will be doing a watch-along for as well. So there'll be an in-depth preview of that. And then there is going to be an AFL review show starting next year as well. So that will cover all the rounds with all the data points for all you guys and girls. You'll notice this year as well, we've started doing some kind of historical relevant stuff, which you seem to have all enjoyed from your feedback. So there'll be some of them videos are going to be plonked in your working week as well. Some weird little fancy facts and things like that. Some exciting things like that. So next year we're going to be really bigger and better. We've got a couple of people helping out behind the scenes for next year as well, particularly with the research and editing. So that's going to go up a level next year and things like that. So stay tuned for that. So from January, your memberships, we're going to have 2 membership lives. So what I'm thinking about next year is we'll have one where it'll just be like a casual chat. And then the other one will be a members video where you guys and girls will do that and choose what you want for that video. So that can be, I'll put a poll up at the start of the month for suggestions. We'll choose one that you like and we'll do that from next week. So we can really get you some value for your membership. So if you do want to go ahead and do that, there is a link. It's in the chat there. But so just to recap, what we're doing next year, you're going to have your team selection show, which you all enjoy. We've got a special guest on that, and we've got a sponsor as well for next year as well. So it's going to go really up a level. You're going to have your recap show of the AFL round. The Carlton previews and reviews will still be there, but also there will be a specialist preview and review of this random game alongside an AFL review show that will review all the week. And we're going to try and condense some highlights and things like that as well. So we've worked away with copyright, so we stay within that. So next year, it's really going to go up a level. So I'm really excited. The aim next year is to be sat here with over 10,000 subs, which I think we can do between us. But hand on heart, it's been a really emotional year. It's been a real tough year. And it's going to be good. So we have got a couple of working bees behind the channel that are going to help a lot with the research and the graphics. So next year, the editing and stuff is going to be a lot easier on my part. So that's going to be really exciting. So yes, it is okayed. It is. And that's going to be really fun. So, and then for you members, we're going to have them extra things. And it's going to be really good fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So obviously Christmas around the corner. We've only got a couple of days. Has everyone done their Christmas shopping? Thank you, Kate. I'm wearing it as well. I'm wearing my umpire one. So it's got some gravy stains on it. So that's exciting. But yeah, make sure you head over to Pommy and Oz shop. Remember, members do get a discount as well now. So check out that. But that should be good. So what I thought we'd do is play some games for a couple of hours. Well, for an hour. And have a little bit of fun. Can I do that? It's that long ago. Your wife does all the shopping. Fucking mate, you've got it made, buddy. You've got it made, my bruv. I tell you. I don't mind it. You can't wait to open presents for Christmas Day. What are we hoping for? What are we hoping for? You know what? I went out and bought Mrs. Pom a present today, and I can't say because she might hear it, but I went with the kids. Absolutely blew the budget on it. I am actually excited to see her face. But you know what? I can type it in chat because she won't read that because the live comments aren't there. But this is what she really wanted, and we ended up getting it. So I'm really excited about that. The dog, you know what? We get the cat and the dog presents as well. Absolute sad case, aren't I? Absolutely sad cases. You know what we'll play, right? On your screen now. Can you see that, chat? Can you see that? So we've got here, always on my plate. If it's there, I'll eat it. Wouldn't have this unless there weren't many options. Never on my plate. Haven't tried, don't know. Let's see if I can make that bigger. You know what? I probably can make that bigger. There we are. Yeah. So these are Australian Christmas foods, right? Now, just full caveat, I don't have an Australian Christmas. We have an English Christmas, so we have Sunday roast. So you might have to help me tell me what the feck they are. But this is prawn rings, innit? Well, fresh prawns. They are on an English Christmas day, always on my plate. I can eat my body weight in that. Would we agree that that's top tier, innit? Like, without a shadow of a doubt, prawns are top tier. You can't argue with that. Absolute top tier prawns are. Can't have seafood. Is that an allergy, Matt? No. Split the room, this Australia. I froth a prawn. That was the first thing. I've got it. I suppose if you're allergic to it, it's fair enough. If you're allergic to it, just being a northerner growing up by the seaside, if you couldn't eat fish, you wouldn't last very long. I absolutely froth a prawn. I've got to say, Australian prawns are bob on. You're like Mrs. Pom says. Mrs. Pom hates fish. Oh, chili and garlic. Oh, mate. Spot on. What are these? Are these like a banoffee pie? Is that like a banoffee pie? What is that? That looks like a banoffee pie to me. Chat, help me out. Hey, IBO, thank you very much, mate. Merry Christmas to you. God bless. What is that? What is that meant to be? It looks like it's got toffee on top. Looks like it's a banoffee pie. If it's a banoffee pie, that is very high up. Biscoff pie. A Biscoff pie. Tell you what, yeah. Hey, Christine. Tell you what, the fact you've got... You know what? I've just checked the pictures, and I think it is. What is a Biscoff pie? Is that weird cookie thing that you have with coffee? Innit? Where's the Yorkshire pudding, mate? That's top tier. Do Australians have Yorkshire pudding for Christmas Day? Just stop saying it. Okay, I'm going to put that. Wouldn't have this unless there weren't many options. Because I'm going to be totally honest, I'm not a big fan of Biscoff. That'll split the room. I haven't really got a sweet tooth, to be honest. I haven't really. Oh, Yorkshire puddings, honestly, they're the best. They're the best. So we've got these weird things. They're always on our tree. You know what? These are one of them things that I eat them because the kids want them, but I don't like them. But I'd be a liar if I said I wouldn't eat it. But I will eat one every year. But it's just pure sugar. Like, I'm a savoury type of guy. Savoury type of guy. Savoury type of guy. Yeah, I agree, Damo. Like, mate, honestly, it literally tastes like I've got Colgate in my mouth, but I will crack one open. So this looks like it's mashed potato, but for some reason they've put chives in it. Right? But mashed potato is top tier. So with you on Yorkshire puddings, perfect food. Oh, mate. You know what? Growing up poor in the Northeast as well, Yorkshire puddings are a starter. So you get like a massive one that fills you up. You know what is a controversial one for Yorkshire puddings? Sidetracked. Let them go cold the next day. Yeah? Let them go cold the next day. And then ice cream and treacle change your life. I think it looks like mashed potato to me. If it's potato salad, I'll eat that as well. I think it's mash. Is potato salad a Christmas thing? Oh, you have like a cold thing. Like this looks like a pasta salad. Now this is really controversial. I can't stand pasta salad. Potato salad, I can eat. Oh, Nathan, I'm telling you. Ice cream next day. Ice cream on a Yorkshire pudding. It's got to be a day old, so it's a little bit stale. Oh, mate. Game changer. Change your life. Pasta salad. That'll be controversial, never on my plate. I do not like pasta salad. I like pasta. It's just one of them foods that I can't eat cold. And Rocco, you know what? If I was around your house, I would eat pasta salad as well because you eat what the host gives you. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. You know what, Michael? I cooked a roast dinner on that 40-degree Christmas day we had like 5-6 years ago. Christmas for me, I literally take over. It's probably the non-negotiable in my house. We're having a Sunday roast. We're having a proper turkey dinner. Everything there. Oh, lobster tails, man. Top tier. Top tier. How good is lobster? Fried Christmas pudding. You know what? I've never had that, Brian. But, you know, I have had people tell me that you can have it as like a savoury thing. I don't mind Christmas pudding. How good is lobster tail? Yeah, Rocco, in today's prices, probably not. But mate, how good is it? You know, when I got married on our honeymoon, we went to a fish restaurant and they had lobster tail, and like I must have ate my body weight in it. Like when it was just like literally one fee, I just loaded up. Says, it's funny this because David was talking to me like, what was how did we find out you could drink milk, right? There's a lot of things, like when me and David had this conversation, I was like, there's a lot of things that we eat that don't make sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, just don't make sense. Because you got to remember as well, when we first ate it, we probably ate it raw. Do you know what I mean as well? Like, you got to imagine that there wasn't garlic aioli dip and stuff when we were Neanderthal men. Do you know what I mean? So, now I'm with you. But lobster tail, yeah, Premier League, mate. Oh, mate, I love lobster tail. So these are oysters. You know what? Oysters, right? I'll eat it if it's there, but this isn't something that I would go out and buy. You know what? Me and Mrs. Pom actually were talking the other day of, I watched this thing. A good mate of mine did something on his YouTube channel where his missus is from London and he's from Yorkshire. And they had like an argument about snacks. So she made him southern snacks. And then he made northern snacks. I think me and Mrs. Pom should do a video of Australian snacks versus Yorkshire snacks, like traditional food. I reckon it'd be good. Liverpool going really well, mate, Ricky. Raw oysters get me. Yeah. You see, I agree with you. It's a weird thing. I'll eat them. Like, if we went out, I'd eat them. But it's not something that I would, like, off the top of my head, go, yeah, you know what's going in. You know what? Mussels, absolute my favourite food. Absolute top tier. I love a mussel. Love a mussel. I used to collect these when I was a kid. Oh, Christine, you know what? I could probably convert you to Brussels sprouts because I do a mean one. Walnuts, streaky bacon cooked in bacon fat. Honestly, game changer. I cook every Christmas day. It's something that's a passion of mine. Tell you, it's the only way I can eat Brussels sprouts. I'm with you when someone boils them. When you fry them with a little bit of bacon and some walnuts on it. Oh. Have you done chili mussels? Mate, mussels, anything. Anything. Do you know what I mean? If you cook them in garlic, put them on pasta, just as they are cooked. Oh. And they're so good when you catch them as well. When you catch them yourself. Oh, spot on. Oh, mate, that sounds brilliant, Rocco. I love them. Can I just say, gravy, it's the greatest thing of all time. But, caveat, it can't be gravy that you've granulated. It has to be gravy done properly. So, like, we've got a bit of butter, we've got a bit of flour. Do you know what I mean? We've got the juice off whatever we're cooking. We whisk it up, we thicken it up ourselves, like proper gravy. And the gravy's got to be borderline solid. Like, not runny, not like a cup of tea, like thick. Like, like if I put my finger in it, it leaves a finger. Oh, Christine, I'm coming around to your gaff. Coming around to your house. Honestly, gravy. There's two things that I refuse to eat and I will be a snob on. Gravy's one of them and tea is the other. My favourite bit, because I get up about 4 a.m. to cook Christmas Day dinner, and gravy straight on the agenda. Do you know what I mean? We are prepping gravy hard out. Prepping gravy hard out. There's nothing better. You know what as well? Mrs. Pom didn't know this till recently, but we have bother in the UK, which is like, it's like gravy granules as a drink. Mate. To you, proper serious. Mince pies. Can I just say, mince pies are again always on my plate. I don't know what is in mincemeat. I haven't got a clue. I don't want to know what it is. I know it's fruit based. Says, I'm with you. You know what? Controversial as well, because this is an Australian observation I have. You guys and girls love ketchup. I rarely have ketchup on anything, but I would legit have gravy on anything. On anything. Like, I love gravy. Oh, mince pie with a cup of tea. Ah, you know, homemade one as well. Just hits different as well. Like, I reckon Christine makes a spot on mince pie because I can tell she is a dab hand in the kitchen. Like, mince pies are what it's all about. I love a mince pie. And you know what? They're a weird food, aren't they? Because you never see a mince pie outside of December, do you? Like, I've never had a mince pie in any time frame other than Christmas. You know what, Petra? I'll leave the door open. Would you have gravy and ice cream? What's the weirdest thing I've had with gravy? You know what? If there's any Italians in chat, which I can tell by surnames there is, I sincerely apologise. But there used to be, I can't remember the name of the place, but it was a bit like a Sizzler, you know, the all-you-can-eat places where you've got like curries and you've got like Chinese food and you've got like American, Italian, like just everything. Fish and chips, everything. If you put gravy on a lasagna, oh my God. So I'd probably have a go, gravy and ice cream. You know, I'd have a crack. Petra, you know what? When I was about 11, my nan had a Victorian cookbook that she went through. And you know, the original mince pies had lamb mince in them and she made them. And they were absolutely spot on. Rocco, I'm sorry. Telling you, gravy on top of it. You know what gravy doesn't go with? Tikka masala. It doesn't go with that. But lasagna, I'm telling you. You know what, Toblerone, interesting fact, right, about Toblerone is I have a problem with Toblerone. I will eat this and I will not stop eating it till I vomit. And even though I'm 40 now, Mrs. Pom still rations Toblerone out at Christmas. Top tier, though. Toblerone is the best chocolate ever. It's the nuts in it. That's a pretty good list. Yeah. Rocco, where do you stand with chips with lasagna? Chat, where do you stand with home-cooked chips with lasagna? Toblerone cheesecake. Mrs. Pom made me one of them for my birthday once. Oh, mate. Marzipan, absolutely. Do you have Battenberg in Australia? The Battenberg cake, which is like little squares, yellow, pink, covered in marzipan. Hey, Marquito, much love, mate. Thank you for a great year. Toblerone and gravy. I'd give it a go. I'd give it a go, mate. Honestly, I'm telling you, gravy, I will eat anything gravy. I'm telling you, I will eat anything with gravy. I'm telling you. Everything is better with gravy. In fact, me and Paolo had this argument on a live once because, you know, like the red sauce. What's the technical term? You know that it's not bolognese sauce. I'm so uncultured, but you know the tomato sauce that Italians have, like with 90% marinara. Like that is a staple of Italian food. I'd say gravy is better. I'd say gravy is the undisputed king of food. But you know what? Me and Mrs. Pom had this debate, right, Michael, that if you go to England, we have a proper gravy, like a proper beef dripping gravy and curry sauce. You put curry sauce and gravy on your fish and chips, another dimension. Oh, mate, you know what? If I was on death row, I would ask for a kg of mashed potato and gravy. A Russian salad. Oh, scallop potatoes. Yeah, because you know when the gravy gets in the cauliflower cheese, that's the best. Oh, mate, yeah, the fruitcake with marzipan, mate, spot on. Russian salad. What is a Russian salad? Bet it's got vodka in it, hasn't it? You just know it has. Boiled potatoes, carrot, eggs. Oh, that looks gross. Oh, mate, if you lob some gravy on that, you know what? Pavlova, top tier. Yeah, if I ever go and live back home, Pavlova's coming with me, right? Because we have meringues. Pavlova, though, it's different. It's like a giant meringue. And you know what's great about Pavlova? You know what's great about Pavlova is it's one of them foods that you can eat a shitload of and then you're suddenly full. But you always have room, don't you, for more Pav? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when you have a 3-course Christmas lunch and you are stuffed, the Pav comes out and you're like, yeah, it's fine. Pavlova and gravy. You know what? I'll dip some Pav. It'll probably disintegrate though, won't it? Because once it gets wet. Gingerbread. Gingerbread top. How good is gingerbread? Mum used to make peppermint crisp. Mrs. Pom puts peppermint crisps on them. But I've got a thing, right? I hate mint unless it's mint sauce with lamb. And I can't eat mint chocolate. I don't get it. So I like mine with kiwi fruit and strawberries on it. So Mrs. Pom, like Christine, she's got to make 3 types of Pav. Mrs. Pom's got to do the same. Mrs. Pom's got to do the same because I'm like a petulant child. And I refuse to eat anything like that. Pasta bake. That's spot on. What's this? This is just a side salad. Right. I've got a rule here, right, as well. You know when you have a barbecue, you always have that knobhead mate, don't you, who brings like a pre-packed Carlz salad. Worst salads in the world. I don't mind a salad. Now at Christmas, I've got a big issue. Big issue with it, right? Because I ain't eating salad at Christmas. But if it is, hey Ben, how you doing? If it is, I'll eat it. I'll eat it. Is this beef? This better be beef. That looks like beef. Beef's Christmas time. I don't believe beef should be here. But if it was, I would eat it. I'm sure that's beef as well because there's no bone for lamb. Could be lamb though. If it's lamb, it's top tier anyway. We were eating Christmas drinks. We'll have a look if there's a tier rater. Roast potatoes. Top tier. You know, the only bad thing about being married to Mrs. Pom, and this is the only negative I will give her, is Mrs. Pom refuses to eat anything made from duck. And potato in duck fat is a game changer. And Mrs. Pom refuses to have it. So I've got to make it using beef dripping, which isn't a bad thing. But duck fat, you just get that crisp right. Do you know what I mean? Sprinkle some sea salt and some duck fat, happy days. Oh, tell you, duck fat is it. Yeah, but Mrs. Pom refuses, lot, and everyone's got a vice. Everyone's got a vice. And Mrs. Pom's vice is you can't eat anything with duck in it. Mate, I take Christmas Day really serious. So my nana died when I was 16, so I've done Christmas Day dinner every year. What is this? Is this roast pumpkin? What is that? Christine, you've been good. What is that? Like, It looks like pineapple rings. I have no idea. Duck. Quack, quack. Roast pumpkin. Roast pumpkin's top tier. You know what? Veggies roasted are better. We don't have roast pumpkin in Yorkshire pudding's top tier, mate. If this was my tier, we would have a separate tier for Yorkshire pudding and gravy. 1,000%. 1,000%. So these look like... Is this kumara or sweet potato? Where do you stand on pickled onions? I love pickled onions. That looks like sweet potato. You know what? I love potato and I like sweet potato, but it's not up there. I don't think there's a veg that you can't roast that ain't better roasted. It genuinely looks like pumpkin, but that definitely looks like sweet potato because it's orange. And no one roasts oranges. Ah, look at this. Scalloped potatoes. Cheesy scalloped potatoes. Is there anything better in the world than when the French decided to put cheese sauce with potatoes? You know what? We hang a lot of rubbish on the French, the Poms do. But you know what? I can get around putting a bit of cheese on some scalloped potatoes. Well done, France. Well done. Well done. Like, do you know what I mean? The summer, you know what as well? How good is cheesy potatoes as well? When you scallop the potatoes and it goes cold, so it becomes like solidified. That is so good to eat. That is so good to eat the next day as well. Very good dish. Very good dish. Very well done, France. Well done. Bravo. You know what? Ham. This is something that Poms have as well. We have a glazed ham. Merry Christmas, Gav. We have a glazed ham as well. So we have ham and turkey, both cooked. Very good. That is a ham in it. All over it, especially when I'm on a diet, Xbox as well. You know what? I've literally got under 100 kgs just to take the piss at this. But do you get gammon joints here? But yeah, that's probably top tier. We've gone mental with top tier. Like, look at the calorie count in the top tier. Like, what is healthy in the top tier? Prawns? Is that a Bataki ham? You know what? I'm not... ham's top tier. Deviled eggs, mate. Eggs... You can't have a bad egg, can you? Like, if you think about eggs... I do, mate. I feel really good, man. I feel really good. I'm looking forward to taking the piss on my diet today. Do I do roast pork? No, it's just turkey. It's turkey and ham. Good ham. Shortbread. An old butter shortbread. It's top tier. We haven't got anything healthy in that top list. Maybe the topping on a pav. Which cuisine was voted number one? Probably I'm guessing the Italians or the French. A Blue Abroad camp. Big shout out to the Unfiltered Chats. I haven't watched much of it, but I hope it's going well. Shortbread. How good is shortbread? Cob Loaf. Well, we got little buns here, little batches. Can I just say, now this is going to be really controversial, but if it's there, I eat it, but I just don't get bread. I love bread, but like, as a side dish, I just don't get it. I agree, but Christmas Day, Christine, where usually I'd mop it up, I'm using me veggies. I'm using veggies to fix it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm using everything else to mop up the gravy. You know what's really good to mop up the gravy? If you hold a broccoli by its stem, then you can do that. Crack him. Mango. Yeah, Gav, there it is. My kids live off turkey sandwiches for a week after Christmas. Bread sauce as well. Absolutely ripper. Oh, mate, Yorkshire puddings are a massive part. Mate, I love bread, but just Christmas time, I'm not thinking of bread. Oh, man, I'm mopping it up with my fingers if I have to. Mango. What a fuck. Yes, I do, Matt. Christmas, I am a heathen. Oh, shortbread bickies with Marzi. Oh, Yuval. You know what? We're going late night shopping tonight. Me and Mrs. Pom after this to finish the Christmas shopping off. So I'm swinging in. Mango Christmas. Fucking hell. You guys are posh, aren't you? If it's that, look, I love mango. If all of this was at a Christmas buffet, I ain't touching it, bro. Do you know what I mean? I ain't touching it when all this is on there. Oh, apple sauce on porks. Mate, you've got to go with the sauces. Horseradish on beef is potentially the best thing you've ever... But it's got to be a hot horseradish as well. It can't be like the poxy crap that Carlz sell. Like, it's got to be like a bit of a kick. Like, when I eat an apple sauce, I want big chunks of apple. Right? That is, yeah. It is. If I have apple sauce, right, it's got to have chunks of apple in it. And horseradish has got to have a kick. Like, I want my tongue to sting a bit. Like, you got a homemade applesauce, yeah. How many different versions of ham do you guys have at Christmas? What is that? So we got a gammon joint. We got bataki ham. Mate. Xbox Game Pass, mate. I'm a heathen, baby. That applesauce is getting at. What is that? Like, that was like a... I'm eating it. Whatever it is. It's meat. Mate, you know what? The way that you can make the horseradish palatable is just drop a little bit of Coleman's mustard in it if it's not hot enough, and then it kind of gives it the kick it needs. Giant Yorkshire pudding. Mate, honestly, you know, that used to be one of our teas. We were quite poor growing up, so Wednesdays used to be in between everyone's pay. So we used to get, like, for dinner, it would be gravy, and Nan would chop whatever sausage we had left over, and then just slice and dice a onion, and you have onion gravy. Mate, spot on. Wasn't like a proper Toads in the Hole, because that required lots of sausages. I think that's a pretty good list, to be honest. I like salads are filling out the bottom. Oh, mate, crackle. It's got to be... How good is crackling as well? What a bizarre concept. You are eating pure fat. And I can get around that. But I mean, I'm a simple man. Ham off the bone is good, isn't it? It's good. To be fair, any meat near the bone it's different. Do I rate aioli? I don't mind aioli, mate. I don't mind it. Bit of steak, it's not bad, is it? Mate, you know what it is nice on? A chicken wrap. Bit of aioli. Oh, bread and butter pudding. Yeah, bit of raisins. Homemade custard. You got me there. Not a fan of pork crackling. I love a bit of crackling. Chicken skin as well. I've got a thing for chicken skin, which might be weird. Don't mind chicken skin as well. My pop used to put me off pork crackling, or try to, because pigs don't sweat, so they hold all their toxins in the fat. It didn't work. I still smashed the nan out of it, mate. But he tried, bless him. Tried. Right, and then, right, we've got, let's do this one. This one looks fun. Right? This one looks fun. Rice pudding. Oh, mate. All day. All day. All day. Right? All day long, I literally will eat rice pudding. It's one of my favourite things. Do you know what I mean? It is, mate. It is Laughing Magpie. Homemade custard. Mate, I do. I've got a recipe, actually. I've got my Nana's recipe book up there. But yeah, bit of milk, some vinegar, some eggs. Mate, I make a good gravy. I mean, a good custard. Custard. It's fattening, but it's good. Mate, I love chicken skins. Right, where are we? This here says I'm a complex individual. What can I say? I'm a complex individual. Always have been, always will be. Right, so we've got this one here. Right, I thought this was a bit of fun. Mrs. Pom is one of these people that hates Christmas music, but I love it. So we're going to rate these, right? So the rankings we've got Mariah Carey, which I'd imagine is the best tier. We've got God tier, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, which I mean is better than okay, classic, modern classic, okay, background music, pretty boring, pretty but boring, annoying, horrible. Okay, so we'll start with the 12 Days of Christmas. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. You know what? Controversial is probably the first Christmas song we all learn. I would say that that's either annoying or horrible. What are we thinking, chat? I think that's bottom two, mate. Like, I won't put it horrible because it's a classic. Baby, It's Cold Outside. In this song Band now. You know, I got to go away. I reckon that's a classic. Frank Kelly's 12 Days of Christmas. I haven't. I will check it out after the stream. You know what as well, Ben, you see, look, I don't hate pasta. Well, I don't eat pasta salad. I'll eat it, but I'm just not a fan. But I think it's a good song. I think it's a classic. Is it God tier? No, but I do sing along to this. Do you know what I mean? I'll sing along to this. Backdoor Santa. It's a movie, isn't it? Backdoor Santa. I don't know. I think people didn't. I can't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure last year Radio 1 in the UK stopped playing it because people said that it was like, I can't remember how they worded it, but it was like offensive to women. T Mello, Merry Christmas to you, mate. What is Backdoor Santa? Oh, okay, I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. Okay, that is a classic. It's below classic. It's okay. It's probably. I'm gonna put that in background music. I'm gonna put that in background music. Oh, the Polar Express. You know what though? It's okay. It's okay. The soundtrack from it's good. Believe is good. Better than background music, but it's not like an iconic song. I don't think, in my opinion. Right, let's have a look. Elvis Christmas. Do you know what I mean? That's a classic, I think. I don't mind it. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. This is controversial because I'm a big Bublé fan. It's a great Christmas movie. The song, not so much. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I'm going to put God's here. I'm going to put God's here because I think Bublé's voice is gorgeous. Went to go see Bublé in concert, and like I remember, quality story. This we were sat very close. We were like front row, and everyone was getting up. Like there were like women over 30, and I was like so pathetic to Mrs. Pom, right? And Mrs. Pom was laughing, and then Michael Bublé came over and put his hand out, and like I instantly got up and shook his hand, and like I fangirled, and Mrs. Pom was like, "You're pathetic." So yeah, I like him. Canon in D. I'm gonna go background music. Is Die Hard a Christmas music? It's got Christmas in it, hasn't it? Mrs. Pom would say yes. It's setting Christmas in it. So you see, like, my argument is if they did a war movie based on World War One and them kicking a football on Christmas Day, and that was 5 minutes of the movie, but it was about World War One, would that be a Christmas movie? Mrs. Pom will argue it because it's on the it's on the rotation. So I will say yes because we watched that movie at Christmas. But do I think it's a Christmas? I don't. Rambo, yeah, mate, but we'll just bring them all in. Carol of the Bells, I'm going to say pretty boring. Chipmunk Christmas, horrible. Anything with the chipmunks, don't get it. Christmas Baby Come Home, I'm going to put in annoying. How many songs? There is way too many songs here. Let's get some good ones. Christmas Canon is pretty boring. It's based in Christmas as a Christmas movie. Number 2 was based on Christmas Eve. Oh my God. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra. You know, I'm going to be controversial. Put it in background music. Christmas Lights by Coldplay. It's background music. Jim Carrey's Grinch. Favorite Christmas movie, chat. What is it? What's your favorite Christmas movie? You know what? I really like Santa Claus. Oh, we could do that. Let's do that. I agree. Is there a Christmas movie tier maker that's not shite? Let's have a look. Oh, well, that's nice of these people. That looks pretty good, to be fair, that Christmas tier list, just quietly. That's quite high. What have we got here? Ultimate Christmas Colour, Christmas Songs tier list, Christmas Movies. That's all kids ones. That doesn't count. You'll be pleased to know that they've got Die Hard in this. Yeah, Fairy Tale in New York would be up there. Definitely. Definitely, I agree with you. Let's do this together. So this is Christmas and movies, right? So there we are. So you should be able to see that. If I put it into presentation mode, there we are. Gremlins. You know what? Me and Mrs. Pond were talking about this. Gremlins used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid. I don't think it would scare my kid. So we've got, you know what? National Lampoon. This is Mrs. Pom's favourite. I'm putting that in S tier because I think that's grouse. That's a grouse movie. That is a grouse movie. Absolute grouse movie. The Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the cartoon version. Where are we putting that? I'm going to say C. I think that's mid. Legit mid. Love Actually is definitely... I would say my top 3 Christmas movies are National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Love Actually, and Santa Claus. But Santa Claus is because I watched it loads as a kid. It's like one of my favourite movies. Muppets Christmas Carol will be up there as well. So I'm going to put this mid. It's mid. If people hate it, Santa Claus top tier. Absolute brilliant with Tim Allen. Elf. Santa! Oh my God, I know him. Ernest Saves Christmas. Can I just say, this is controversial. I didn't find Ernest funny in any of them movies. Like, I could be alone. I didn't get... I never liked stupid moment. I never liked stupid humour growing up, and even now. Love Actually's top tier. Like I still cry. I still cry at Love Actually. Genuinely still cry. I have never seen A Christmas Story with this kid. Anyone? Anyone want to tell me what this is? I don't even believe that's a movie. I'm going to put that in D, because if I haven't seen it, it can't be that good. Polar Express is top tier. Still mesmerizes me how that's not real. It's a Wonderful Life. You know what? My nan used to love this movie, so I am going to put that in B. I'm going to put that in B. Elf, I'd say that's top tier. A Christmas Carol, the original one. I didn't like the original one, and I'm going to blow people away, because the Muppets Christmas Carol, fucking all about that. All about that. I used to watch that every night before bed when I was a kid. So that's going to go A. I'll put this in close to top tier. Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I bet I see Lek Dog's in chat. Lek Dog's probably going to say that's top tier. Where are we putting Jingle All the Way? It is a good movie. Is it top tier though? Is it top tier? See? I knew he would do. Knew. Yeah, I'll agree. It's good. It is a good movie. Home Alone, definitely top tier. Top tier. Great movie. Great movie. Gremlins. Ooh. I do love the Gremlins. Controversial, it's here in a Christmas movie. But it's a good... You know what? I actually watched it a couple of weeks ago, Gremlins. Because I was debating, do I let the kids watch it? Because it scared the shit out of me. Is it top tier? Christine saying top. Pete saying B. It has aged horrifically if you watch the Gremlins now. Because horror and things like that, we are literally like in a ridiculous era of like graphics. So it's not as scary. I was surprised I wasn't scared. I'm going to put it A. I agree. I think it's somewhere between there. Nightmare Before Christmas. This is another controversial one because is it a Halloween movie? Is it a Christmas movie? I think this is A because I will sing along to it. What's this? What's this? There's magic in the air. Who's this? Who's this? I do like it though. What films scare your kids? Nothing really scares them. They are quite high. They live in a generation though, don't they now, where like things scared us a lot when we were a kid because we had to imagine it. Imagination's gone. I'm going to put it in A. I agree, chat. Holiday Inn. This is another one that my nan loved. Anything with, like, I'll put that in B. It's a classic. It's not something I'd watch. Cob Loaf. Hey, I gave you a shout out at the start. We're doing Christmas tier lists, mate, before we break up. Home Alone. You know what? The remake they did with the new kid can get in the bin. Either bring him back or don't. But stop doing it. You know what I mean? Stop remaking stuff. I can't remember this movie, but my kids watch this. I'm going to put it in C. Miracle on 34th Street. I'm going to put that in C because my nan didn't like that. You know what? The Jim Carrey Christmas Carol is an A. It's actually really good. If you haven't watched it, watch that. Die Hard 2. Die Hard 2. Where are we on Die Hard? We've got the top tier. Die Hard 1 was top tier. The Exorcist, that freaked me out. The Exorcist freaked me out as a kid. I don't think my kids would be scared of it. Like, kids nowadays, they don't have to use their imagination as much as we did, so I think that makes it more scary, because then you go to bed and you'd imagine. Hey, Ben, that would be gross. Scrooge with Bill Murray. I'm a sucker for Bill Murray. I am a sucker for Bill Murray. Is it top tier, though? It's close. It's like here or here. I'm inclined to put it here. Yeah, I'm going to put it A. Guardians of the Galaxy can get in the bin. Christmas specials can get in the bin. What was the movie? The plant one. The plant one with the guy from Ghostbusters. Little Shop of Horrors? Have I made that up? That freaked me out as a kid as well. That freaked me out as a kid as well. I'm trying to think of other films that scared me as a kid. You know what my favourite movie was as a kid? I used to watch this loads. Was Big Trouble in Little China. Do you remember that? That was a grouse film. Cob Loaf. We're probably only 5 years away from it. Cob Loaf. We're probably only 5 years away from it. I haven't seen this movie. An Owl's Christmas Story. The Almost Christmas Story. That looks sad. Anyone else think it should be banned that we have sad Christmas songs? This, it scared Mrs. Pom. It scared Mrs. Pom. I never was bothered about clowns because clowns to me were just really lonely people trying to be liked. So it didn't really worry me as a kid. Good movie, this, Rudolph. The Red-Nosed Reindeer. Watch that with the kids. Noel, I have never watched this, so I'm going to be led by you. Noel, is it any good? It's got Bill Hader in it, so if he's a lead, it's shit. Is my guess. That's pants. Star Wars Lego can go in there. Klaus can go in there. Frosty the Snowman can go C. White Christmas is probably A. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. Beauty and the Beast Christmas special. Look, we're having a rule. Christmas specials can get in the bin. Look, all of them can get in the bin. All of them. All of them get in the bin. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. Shannon, would you put that S tier? I think The Grinch is A tier. Is S tier. Batman Returns, top tier. Okay, we'll put it top tier. I love it. I love it. Batman Returns, because that's the Michael Keaton Batman, isn't it? So this is a new can of worms. Isn't the scene for Christmas when his mum and dad get shot? Cob Loaf, I'd get around that. Like Groundhog Day. The Grinch, when we get to the actual Grinch, it's top tier. Yeah, Batman Returns was shit. Anyway, but how is that honestly, where was the Christmas scene in that? What happened when his mum and dad got shot? Like, it was a brief foray at Christmas. Hell. Grinch top tier. It's a good movie. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I have seen this, and it's not horrible, but it's bad. You know what? Christmas with Mickey Mouse, they're pretty good, to be fair. I'd say that's probably B. That looks pants. But you know what? My kids watch this, and I'm going to put it C. I didn't get it. A Christmas print. If this is a Netflix special, chat, it has to be D. Christine, yeah. The Christmas tree is there as well when his mum and dad get shot in the alleyway, don't they? It's about as Christmas as fucking... it's about as Christmas as blooming birthday cake. Christmas Prince. It's a Netflix movie. It's got to be shite. Snowy Day. Right. You know what, chat? I said specials have to go in D. But the Doctor Who Christmas specials are some of the best TV drama of all time. Right? And we'll get Mrs. P in this. Mrs. Pom, Christmas special Doctor Who, Billy Piper, David Tennant. Is it top tier or is it A? So top tier at the moment we've got Ferris Bueller's Christmas. Die Hard's top tier. Santa Claus is top tier. Love Actually, Polar Express, Elf, Jingle All the Way. That's number one. Home Alone, Die Hard 2, White Christmas, and The Grinch. Okay, Mrs. Pom's put it top tier. Last Christmas. Where is The Last Christmas? I don't think we've got it yet, have we? White Christmas, yeah, it's top tier. Listen, Mrs. Pom, I do like the royal family. I like all that. The Office Christmas special. Okay, I'd make an exception for The Office Christmas special as well. Right? Because The Weeping Angels used to scare you. You know what? I can't remember what the episode is now. It's the one where they're underground. But I'd moved into a new house, and the girl I was with at the time had gone away, and it was a blowing cold day. Like, it was like fucking howling, right? I lived in the middle of nowhere. It was like about 5 miles from the nearest place. I watched that, and we had a power cut just after it. I have never papped myself as a grown man to every noise, every creak, as I have with that. And the girl I was with used to make clothes, so she had a mannequin in the spare room. Oh, God. One of the worst experiences of my life. One I would not repeat. Edward Scissorhands. How the fuck is that a Christmas movie? Where's the Christmas in Edward Scissorhands? I'm trying to think of the... I've seen this movie a lot. I'm putting that in D. I don't want to put it in D, though, because I don't mind the movie. I'm going to put it in C. Charlie Brown. I'm going to put it in C for sentimental value, along with Pluto. The Snowman. Oh, when the snowman melts, if you don't cry when the snowman melts, you have no soul. That is the saddest thing ever. I'm going to put that top tier. Anything that's ever made me cry goes top tier. Mickey Mouse's Once Upon a Christmas. I suppose we've got to put that with the other Mickey Mouse. Shrek's Christmas can get in the bin. Angry Birds Christmas movie. Shut up. Shrek the Hose. You want it a bit higher? Okay, we'll put it there, Shannon. Our piece. Garfield Christmas movie. Star Wars Christmas movie. The worst thing you've ever seen. Toy Story Christmas movie can get in the bin. Diary of the Whimper Kid bin. Sonic bin. And whatever that is bin. That's our tier list. Hey there, Colin. Bad Santa. That would be a risque one. I think all them movies there, look, The Vacation, Santa Claus, Love Actually, Polar Express, Elf, Jingle All the Way, Home Alone, Die Hard, White Christmas, Grinch, Doctor Who, Snowman. That is S tier. Then just below it, Muppets Christmas Carol is one of the best things I have seen with two eyes. Gremlins, it's snuck in for sentimental value. Is it a Christmas movie? Oh, mate, when the snowman dies, mate. Well, it doesn't die, it melts. Oh, mate. Christmas Carol, Jim Carrey's good. Nightmare Before Christmas is good. Rudolph is a very good movie. Scrooge, I don't mind it. Trading Places is a good movie as well. Is that Christmas? That's what it is, isn't it? Wonderful Life, Christmas Carol, Holiday Inn, Mickey's Christmas, and Shrek the Hose. The Animated Grinch. Ernest. I think we should put Ernest lower. He can get in the bin. I like that, chat. I think that's very good. Well, chat, honestly, I've loved you. And honestly, this year's been amazing. So you'll have no content for the rest of the week. You can enjoy Christmas. But starting in the new year, they will come out. So if you do want to become a member, we're going to have... There is the membership thing. You're going to have 2 memberships. So we'll have one kickback stream every month. And then the second will be one that will you led. So the first week, we'll put a membership questionnaire up. You suggest a video, something you've seen, and we'll do a focus on that as a live chat. We've got a new show starting next year that will recap the whole of the AFL. We've got a game that we'll choose and we'll do a watch along for that game specifically. The previews of Carlton and the reviews will still continue. There'll be a special game that we will preview and review. There'll be some historical ones popping up every month as well. Got to get bigger and better. The road to 10K officially begins. But thank you so much for supporting me all year. Really means the world. Honestly, I say that a lot in all the videos, but it means everything to me. I hope you have the most wonderful Christmas, the most wonderful New Year. I can't wait to be a part of your lives next year, to hang out and chat footy with you. But wish you all the best. Much love to everyone. Eat a lot. Be happy. See you in the new year. Thank you very much. Pom out.